3 ways maladaptive imagination pulls you into sin, or maladaptive daydreaming. In simple terms, maladaptive daydreaming, if you don't know about it, is basically you sitting in a particular place for hours thinking about something you wish you had, an experience you want to experience, imagining something, a world that you would love to live in, but your current state is not there. That's maladaptive daydreaming in simple terms, and your girl has suffered from it. It is a very terrible place to be in, and the funny thing is that you don't even know that it's a problem. I did not, for the longest time, I didn't even know that it was a problem until I began to see it causing a strife in my relationship with God. Now, in maladaptive daydreaming, you think about something that you wish you had or you wish you could be experiencing, but your current life is not like that. So the first way maladaptive daydreaming causes you to sin or pulls you away from God is that in maladaptive daydreaming, you're building a world that you want to be in. The world is centered around you as the main actress, and you're living in it. And it is void of what God has to say about it. It doesn't take into consideration God's will for your life in it, right? You just build a world where you want things to go a particular way. Mind you, God gave us our mind. It is a beautiful space. Imagining is a beautiful thing. But you know the devil, he uses what God has given you to twist it and makes it use it as sin. You get? So imagining is beautiful, but when you begin to create a world of yours that is void of God's will, it becomes a problem. Now this is the issue. You imagine your whole world how you want it to be, and it's nice and it's beautiful. Now when it doesn't come to pass, when the things that you imagined does not play out the way you wanted, what happens? You begin to get angry with God. You're like, this is how I thought my life would be. For example, maybe I'll get married at the age of 23, have 3 children. Like, you imagine a whole world. You use like 4 days to imagine everything. It was gorgeous, perfect. And then when you're 23, you are not married, you don't have children, you don't have this, you don't have a car. You begin to ask God why. I was there, and it made me to be angry with God. I'm like, it did not come to pass. I've reached this age, I've not achieved this, I've not achieved that, and it made me to be angry with God. But it's when I realized that I was doing things selfishly. I was imagining my own thing. I didn't create myself. I didn't give myself purpose. I didn't give myself life. Why do I want to now, dictate how my life is going to be? And that's where now the issue is. That's where now sin comes from. That's where now the problem is. Because we want to be the dictator of our lives. We are not the dictator of our lives. So that's the first place the devil catches us. When you now say, oh, I've not achieved this thing at this age, the devil's like, okay, you're now like, God does not love me. He doesn't care. I've been praying. He does not give me this. He's not giving me this. Because you imagine things the way you wanted it to be, and since he has not gone like that, you're angry with him. That's the first way maladaptive daydreaming makes us to sin.